Minecraft, the bee's knees, or perhaps even the wasp's nipples. Yes, today's episodes will be the bee's knees. It's been stuff I've been wanting to show you guys for a while. Basically, we've collected some more ore, and so we'll be able to start doing some building and riding of a little bit of a roller coaster. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, having collected a fair bit of ore, let's go ahead and do some more exploring this way, provided that, wow, it's not so treacherous as to make it impossible. I might be able, I can't tell if I'm seeing the bottom of that or not. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure that I can see the bottom right now. And it looks like I can at least go down 2 blocks over here, and so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then try once again to place a torch down as low as I can. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure I can see the bottom there. So I think instead, for the moment, let's just head across and see what's over here. More iron. Ooh, a room down there that apparently I've been in, so this must hook up to another cave system around this area that I've been in. And unfortunately now we're going up, which means both we're not going to get to any good ores, and we're probably even like getting up into possibly above the surface and like into the side of a mountain. Alright, a little bit of coal. Don't need coal right now. And I am curious to see where this connects to, and so I haven't been in any of these cave systems in a while to necessarily recognize anything. Ah, crap! Alright, fortunately he's below me. The high ground is a win. Oh my gosh! I think the skeleton might have just finished him off. Alright, skeleton is right around the corner. I think we can get him. Alright, and apparently I've been somewhere down here but didn't finish exploring it. I need to craft some more torches, so let me just back up for a minute. And torches, torches. Brian likes crafting torches. Alrighty. And now, with plenty of torches on hand, let's go ahead and continue deeper down into these depths. Alright, and so it looks like over there is somewhere I have been, and over here is somewhere I have not been. And so there's definitely down deeper this way, but I'm going to start over here. And more iron. Oh, crap. Darn you, skeleton. You're too fast. Ooh, my sword just ran out. Alright, well fortunately I have arrows. Do I have another iron sword? I do. I had one in reserve because I knew that sword was about to run out. Hooray. Alright, let's keep on exploring. I took a couple of hits there. I should probably eat something, but I'll wait a little bit more because I think all I have is cooked pork chops. And I don't need that much health yet. When I was just fighting those skeletons, it seems like when they're in something that's too tall, and so they're like banging their head on the roof, they like jump up and down, and also his right hand with the bow was right up against the wall, and so it seemed like he was completely unable to fire arrows. Alright, this is a dead end, and so that's happy. And so there was some iron ore kind of along the way here, and so I'm going to mine this back out, and I will meet you guys in a moment. Alright, I got the iron that was there. Let's continue on our way back. Oh, I forgot that there was more iron here. Let me grab that. Okay, got that iron as well. And we'll head on back down this nice long and narrow hallway. Back up to where there was kind of a branching point. Seems like somewhere right around here there's going to be a right turn that I could make and go somewhere else. Yes. And so I'm going to use my little usual torch pattern of like 3 pointing in an arrow that basically point down the dead end that says don't go back that way. I see some more iron over here that I'll get back on the way back. Ooh, hello, there's another hole that goes down into apparently somewhere further below that I've explored. And that was another dead end. Well, hooray for dead ends. Looks like that is all lit up. And so I'll come to this choice point, and I'll also make an arrow pointing that way, and then I'm going to go ahead and collect some ore here, and then we'll head on back where we came from. Okay, we got all that ore, and now let's go back, and I don't remember. On the way back here, there's some coal, but I just collected some coal, and I don't really need that. I want to make sure I don't miss any other ores that might be around the ceiling. Okay, and so that's the way that we came from. Here is some iron that, once again, I will get on the way back. But let's go ahead and... Ooh, more iron. Well, we're going to have plenty of iron, which means we can build a lot of unpowered minecart rails, which is good. Hello, scary cave noise. But at the same time, I would love to get deep enough to where we can get some coal. I should be looking at the ceilings. Stay on target. And... Alright, that was a dead end. Alright, well, there's lots of coal down here that I don't really need. It was a dead end, right? Yes. Okay. So, I will just go back, making sure that I am lighting up the ceiling well enough to make sure there isn't anything above me where monsters are going to fall on my head. And, yep, I'm just going to collect this iron, and then I guess we'll go back to the surface. But this time we at least, even if we didn't go down deep enough to get any gold, we at least did come back with, yeah, I've got it in my hotbar, 24 pieces of iron, which does not suck. That will create a full stack of 64 rails when we craft that along with some sticks. And so I'm going to head back up to the surface. Okay, we are continuing. I am in my favorite winter home. And after the various caving expeditions we've done, I now have 6 gold ingots and 58 iron ingots. And so now is an opportunity to go ahead and show you one of my favorite new features of Minecraft Beta 1.5, and that is powered rails. And so the crafting recipe looks like this. It's kind of like you do with normal rails, except for you use gold instead of iron. And then you put a piece of redstone down at the bottom, and you get 6 powered rails, which are great. And then so long as I'm here, I'm also going to create a bunch of just normal rails. And they get created in groups of 16, so with 4 iron ingots in each spot, I can go ahead and create 64 iron rails, so a full stack of those. So that's great. And so now we have a bunch of iron rails and a few powered rails, and I can show them off, except for it's about to become nighttime, and so I am going to take a nap in the bed, and then I'll meet you guys outside, and we can go try this stuff out. Okay, it is morning time, the sun is rising, and I've gone ahead and just laid out a few tracks right here. I have a couple of sections of powered rail in front of a few sections of normal rail, and I also hooked up a button right here. And so you notice if I push the button, the powered rail lights up for a moment. And so you can use that in order to effectively create kind of like a startup booster for minecarts very easily. I can set a minecart down here on the end of the track, and if I hop in and I press the button, boom, off I go. So powered rails have a number of very useful characteristics. So basically, if you have a powered rail and it's in its unpowered state, you'll notice that the minecart stopped on the first unpowered rail. Basically, when they are unpowered, they act as brakes and slowing down and stopping minecarts. Whereas a button is very useful if you want to start from a stopped position after you hop into the cart. If you just want to leave tracks on, it's often useful to just go ahead and create a switch that you can then leave in the on position or off position. A switch is just a stick above some cobblestone as a crafting recipe, and so it's really cheap to make. And then once we have powered rails that are in the powered state, then they give a boost to a cart traveling in either direction. And that's very useful because it means you can just have powered rails kind of along the way, and then either way that you're traveling, your cart's going to get a boost as it goes over these rails, so long as the switch just has it always left on. So in general, I like using buttons as kind of a start and stop at the end point, so you can hop in the cart and then press the button to start to go. And then along the way, I like having switches just to automatically keep tracks always in a powered state in order to be boosters along the track. And so the next thing I think we'll do is we'll go ahead and take some of this up to the track that I'm laying out here, and I can also show you how I've been kind of putting out track. So we'll do that next. Because of my shortage of gold to make the powered rails, I decided to go ahead and, when I was building some track up here in the normal world, I decided to start here because basically I could have gravity working in my favor. Basically, without any power, I could still start a minecart track way up here in the sky and have gravity basically as my only kind of boost system to get things started. And as I have been laying track for the rail system that I have here, here we can see it, and I've actually laid a bunch of this track, but I've never actually ridden in a minecart. And so you guys get to experience this with me for the first time. And I don't remember what's at the end, so we might have a little bit too much excitement at the end, but we'll find out. Oh no, come back, come back! Fortunately, when minecarts are unoccupied, they don't have much momentum. Hooray. I'm experiencing some lag. I'll be right back. Okay, I could hear people shouting at me, Brian, why are you trying to just jump into the cart when you could simply set up a switch? And so now I have a switch, and so we'll use the booster to get things started. And so I will pop the minecart down there, I will hop in the minecart, and I will hit the booster, and we're off! And this is the first time I've ridden this. And so you can see we start out above the clouds, and then I started going over here, and now we go down below the clouds, and we are basically just heading off into the east. This is the same trek we started making on foot a number of days ago in the video. And I get over to here, and it looks like I've run out of minecart track. So that's how much I've built so far. But basically I was thinking about having this go kind of like 3 days out to the east, and since I didn't have much booster track, I just had it keep on going down a little bit in order to pick up kind of gravitational momentum. And so I will hop out of the cart and grab it again. But yeah, this has been fun to build. And so while we're out here, I guess we can go ahead and place a little bit more track. And I must confess that as I've been doing this, so first of all, it's very easy to kind of place track as you go by holding down Shift to sneak or crouch, and then just holding down right click. And as you go, you just kind of lay the track out in front of you. And so I've been doing a bit of that. And as I've been doing that, I must confess that I've had a song in my head, and that song is Roller Coaster of Love, I believe is the title. And for those of you who don't want to hear Brian sing, you better tune out right now. But as I've been placing this, I keep thinking, roller coaster of love, roller coaster. Hoo, 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 hoo. Your love is like a roller coaster, baby, baby. I wanna ride. Alright, that's enough of that for now. Ironically, I'm going to have to go look it up on the internet now because I'm about to say this and I'm going to feel foolish if I'm wrong. But I think the first time I ever heard that song was in the Beavis and Butthead movie. Beavis and Butthead Do America, I think is the title. But now I have to go look that up. I'm getting a bit of lag again, which is unfortunate. Oh, and I appear to have reached the end of where I was just building this minecart column so far. And I have no convenient way down. If anyone knows a way when you're up in the sky to somehow use crouch and like build blocks below you so that I could like continue building down, like I have no way to get down from here. I can either jump and fall and take lots of fall damage, or I can walk all the way back. And I think I'm going to do that right now. But if you know a clever way to like get down from heights, please let me know. I'll go ahead and walk back, and I will see you guys in a little bit. I looked it up, and it was Love Roller Coaster that was featured in the Beavis and Butthead Do America movie. I'll put a link to it in the comments. And that's probably going to be it for today, but there's going to be more roller coasters in our future, and I have some more things I want to show off. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to more stuff that we're going to do in these worlds. So I'll see you guys soon.